Have you ever wondered if the way you experience intimacy is changing as you age? It's a question that many men overlook, yet it holds the key to rediscovering deeper, more fulfilling connections. Today we're embarking on a deeply important and often under-discussed topic that has the power to truly transform our intimate lives. The common yet impactful mistakes that many older men make when it comes to their sexuality. This is something many might not immediately think about when considering how to improve or deepen in their sexual experiences, but trust me, it deserves our attention. Let's face it, acknowledging our mistakes, especially in a sensitive area like sexuality, can feel intimidating or even embarrassing. But let me assure you, there is absolutely no shame in recognizing where we might have gone wrong. In fact, it's a monumental opportunity to learn, grow and rediscover aspects of ourselves that we may have neglected or forgotten. Why you need to keep watching as we age. Our bodies inevitably change, and with that so too does the way we experience sexuality. It's not just our physical appearance that evolves, but our sexual response system too. This can be one of the most difficult areas to come to terms with. Many men make the mistake of ignoring or denying these changes, trying desperately to hold on to what once was, instead of accepting and adjusting to the beautiful new version of themselves. When we embrace these changes with patience, and compassion, we unlock opportunities for deeper intimacy, emotional connection, and even greater pleasure than we may have imagined. But it's not just about physical changes. It's about rethinking intimacy altogether. The way we communicate, the effort we put into our relationships, and the way we address emotional intimacy all play a pivotal role. If you've fallen into routine or feel like something is missing, there's still so much potential to reignite that spark and deepen your connection with your partner. I'll guide you through how simple shifts can bring new excitement, joy, and emotional closeness into your relationship. So if you're ready to learn about the most common mistakes and how to avoid them, you're in the right place. By the end of this video, you'll be equipped with fresh perspectives and actionable advice that can make a profound difference in your intimate life, no matter what stage of life you're in. Let's get started. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, I encourage you to click the subscribe button and ring the notification bell to stay updated on all our latest content. I'm eager to hear your thoughts on today's topic. If you enjoy the content, please comment 1 below. If it doesn't resonate with you, leave a 0. Your feedback is crucial, as it helps me create better videos that align with your interests. Now let's get started today. We're embarking on a deeply important and often under-discussed topic that has the power to truly transform our intimate lives, the common yet impactful mistakes that many older men make when it comes to their sexuality. This is something many might not immediately think about when considering how to improve or deepen their sexual experiences. But trust me, it deserves our attention. Let's face it, acknowledging our mistakes, especially in a sensitive area like sexuality, can feel intimidating or even embarrassing. But let me assure you, there is absolutely no shame in recognizing where we might have gone wrong. In fact, it's a monumental opportunity to learn, grow and rediscover aspects of ourselves that we may have neglected or forgotten. Life, with all its twists and turns, is a continual teacher, and this includes the realm of intimacy. There's always room for growth, for rekindling lost passions, for redefining what it means to experience deep, meaningful connection with a partner. No matter what stage of life we're in, as we age, our bodies inevitably change, and with that, so too does the way we experience sexuality. It's not just our physical appearance that evolves over the years, but our sexual response system. This can be one of the most difficult areas to come to terms with: sexual arousal, the time it takes to reach climax, the frequency of erections, the firmness. All of these things may not be what they once were, and while this can feel frustrating or even disheartening, It's absolutely vital to understand that this is a completely natural part of aging. This doesn't signify failure, inadequacy, or a loss of identity. It simply marks the transition into a new chapter of sexual life. The mistake many men make is ignoring or denying these changes, trying desperately to hold on to what once was, instead of accepting and adjusting to the beautiful new version of themselves. And here's the truth. This new stage offers an opportunity for a deeper, more nuanced experience of intimacy, one that is aligned with the current reality of who we are and how we feel when we try to push back against these changes. It can lead to frustration, anxiety, and even embarrassment, but when we embrace them with compassion and patience, something remarkable happens. We learn to love our bodies at this stage in a completely new way, and we can discover untapped forms of pleasure and connection that we hadn't realized were possible. One of the most profound shifts is in the understanding that longer foreplay, more patience, and greater emotional intimacy can be just as fulfilling, if not more so, than rushing through the act itself. Couples often find that when they give themselves permission to slow down, to savor every touch, every kiss, every moment of connection, the experience becomes far richer, more intimate, and deeply satisfying, not just physically, but emotionally too. When we allow ourselves the space to enjoy the build-up, we not only prepare our bodies, but also strengthen the bond with our partners, that shared space of emotional connection, the trust, the vulnerability, becomes just as important, if not more so, than the physical act. This realization can take a lot of the pressure off and allow us to truly savor the act of being with our partner in an unhurried, intimate way. Furthermore, many men make the mistake of comparing their current selves to the man they were decades ago. These comparisons can breed frustration and even self-doubt. But let's be clear, aging is not something to fear, nor is it a time to mourn what is gone. It's an invitation to rediscover intimacy in a way that's uniquely ours in this moment. Every wrinkle, every change in our physical form tells a story of experience, of wisdom gained, of a life well lived. Embracing the reality of where we are now opens the door to deeper self-love and acceptance, which directly impacts the intimacy we share with others. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment number 1 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Another crucial mistake is falling into a routine over time. Many couples slip into the comfort of routine patterns that may feel safe, but also lack the spark of excitement, spontaneity, and creativity that once fueled the relationship. Intimacy can become mechanical, predictable, and less emotionally fulfilling. But here's the beautiful part. We have the power to reignite the flame. You don't need to make dramatic changes or take huge risks. In fact, sometimes it's the smallest gestures that can create the most profound impact. Breaking the cycle of routine doesn't require reinventing the wheel. It's about paying attention to the little things, the quiet moments, the tender acts that foster deep connection. For example, instead of sticking to the same environment, why not try a change of scenery? A romantic evening in the living room, the kitchen, or even outdoors under the stars can make an incredible difference. Something as simple as lighting candles, playing soft music, or sharing a glass of wine while gazing at the night sky can shift the entire energy of an intimate encounter. Another option could be incorporating gentle, soothing massages before intimacy, allowing your partner to feel your touch without the pressure of immediate sex. Small moments of care, attention, and tenderness can reignite desire and foster intimacy that feels both fresh and comforting. It's also important to recognize that these small changes aren't just physical. Emotional renewal plays an equally vital role. Sometimes it's not the actions that matter as much as the emotional connection that accompanies them. Reaffirming your love, offering words of affirmation, or just holding each other in silence can be more powerful than we realize. The more we tune into our partner's emotional needs and desires, the more we foster an atmosphere where both partners can truly feel seen, heard, and appreciated. These emotional connections are the bedrock upon which physical intimacy thrives. Another critical mistake that can deeply affect sexual life is the lack of communication. Many of us have been conditioned to believe that talking about sex is uncomfortable, awkward, or unnecessary, but nothing could be further from the truth. Open, honest communication about our desires, needs, and even our insecurities is the foundation of any fulfilling, intimate relationship. Without clear communication, misunderstandings, assumptions, and frustrations can easily arise. So how can we expect our partners to meet our needs if we don't share them? And likewise, how can we truly understand their desires if we don't listen attentively? It's not just about talking, it's about listening with empathy, being receptive to their needs, and responding with care. Emotional intimacy thrives on this exchange, this shared vulnerability, this unspoken promise that we are both committed to one another's well-being, joy, and pleasure. When communication flows freely and with understanding, it creates a safe space for sexual exploration where both partners can express themselves fully without fear of judgment. In conclusion, acknowledging these mistakes is not a failure. It's a monumental step forward. By recognizing where we can improve, we open ourselves up to a whole new world of possibilities for connection, intimacy, and pleasure. Life at any age holds incredible potential, and embracing these changes, communicating openly, and rediscovering intimacy on our own terms can be one of the most rewarding and empowering experiences of all. Talking about intimacy doesn't have to mean diving straight into uncomfortable or awkward conversations. In fact, meaningful communication can begin with the simplest and most natural expressions. Sometimes it's as easy as saying, "I love when we do this," or offering a casual, "What do you think if we try something different this time?" These small moments of openness can gradually evolve into deeper, more enriching conversations as both partners begin to feel more at ease in discussing their desires and boundaries over time. As these light-hearted comments become part of the fabric of your relationship, you'll find that you both gain more confidence in openly sharing your true needs and concerns without fear or hesitation. Communication is a journey, not a destination. As this natural flow of words and gestures continues, it creates a deeper emotional bond that fosters a sense of trust, safety, and intimacy. It's also important to remember that communication doesn't always need to be verbal. In fact, some of the most powerful forms of communication come from the non-verbal cues we give each other. A lingering touch, a gentle kiss, or the way your eyes meet in a quiet moment can speak volumes about your feelings. These subtle gestures can evoke an emotional depth that words sometimes fail to capture. Non-verbal communication can be just as intimate, if not more so, than any conversation. When both partners understand and appreciate each other's unspoken needs, it creates a connection that transcends language, allowing intimacy to flow effortlessly. When words fail, these gestures hold the power to bridge the emotional distance and bring you even closer. However, true intimacy goes beyond just the physical and verbal exchange. It's about cultivating a space where both partners feel emotionally secure enough to express their vulnerabilities, fears, and anxieties. One of the most profound yet often overlooked aspects of intimacy is the emotional state we bring to it. Often we carry unspoken emotional burdens, stress, anxiety, feelings of inadequacy, or issues with self-esteem that, although invisible, can significantly affect our sexual lives. These feelings can subtly influence our desire, ability to connect, and even our perception of ourselves as lovers. The pressure to live up to societal expectations or personal ideals can create a sense of insecurity that affects not only our mental well-being, but also our physical ability to engage in intimacy with our partner. It's crucial to acknowledge these emotions and understand that they are not failures, but rather signals that deserve our attention and care. Working through these emotional blocks takes courage. It's an act of self-compassion to face these feelings head-on and begin to release the tension they create. Practices like meditation, yoga, deep breathing or mindfulness exercises can be incredibly helpful in calming the mind and soothing the body. When we allow ourselves the time and space to process and alleviate emotion stress, we create a sense of inner peace that enhances our ability to connect with our partner on a deeper level. Emotional well-being plays a significant role in sexual health, and when we nurture our emotional state, we create the conditions for more fulfilling intimacy. Feeling emotionally supported and understood by our partner is equally essential. A conversation about our emotional challenges doesn't need to be a heavy or formal discussion. It can simply be a gentle sharing of what we're feeling, knowing that our partner will listen with empathy and compassion. When we feel emotionally safe and accepted, we are much more likely to experience intimacy with an open heart and mind. Another mistake many older men make is relying too heavily on quick fixes, like medications for erectile dysfunction. Without considering the root causes of the issue, it's important to recognize that these medications, while incredibly helpful in certain cases, are not a one-size-fits-all solution. There's no shame in seeking help or turning to medication when necessary, but it's crucial to understand that ED can often be a symptom of underlying factors such as stress, poor diet, lack of physical activity, or emotional struggles. Addressing these root causes can have a far more lasting impact than simply relying on a pill. In fact, by making holistic lifestyle changes, like adopting a healthier diet, engaging in regular physical exercise, reducing stress and prioritizing mental health, we could not only improve our sexual performance, but also enhance our overall quality of life. These positive changes have far-reaching effects, improving energy levels, self-esteem, and the emotional connection with our partner's sexuality is intricately tied to our overall health and well-being. And when we focus on holistic wellness, we empower ourselves to experience intimacy more fully. Our bodies are not isolated systems. Everything is connected. The improvements we make in our physical health, emotional health, and mental well-being all contribute to a richer, more fulfilling sexual experience. The more we care for ourselves, the more we enhance our ability to connect with our partner in a meaningful way. These improvements are not just about performance. They are about quality of life, emotional fulfillment, and fostering deeper bonds with the ones we love. Finally, one of the most important and often overlooked mistakes is the tendency to focus too much on a specific end goal, such as orgasm, at the expense of enjoying the process of intimacy itself in our modern goal-oriented world. It's easy to fall into the trap of seeing intimacy as something that must be achieved, a performance to be completed, or a checklist to be ticked off. However, sexuality is not a race, nor is it a task to be completed. It is a dance, an exploration, an experience meant to be savored and enjoyed without the pressure of expectations. When we let go of the need to rush toward a specific outcome, we open ourselves up to the joy of the moment. The shared smiles, the closeness, the vulnerability, these small, tender moments like a soft caress, a loving glance, or even a shared laugh, hold just as much, if not more, meaning than the climactic moments we often prioritize, focusing on mutual pleasure and connection rather than reaching a specific goal allows us to experience intimacy with greater depth and richness. The beauty of sex lies not in the destination, but in the journey. The way we discover each other, explore each other's bodies, and create a shared experience of joy, trust, and love. When we focus on mutual pleasure without the weight of performance or expectations, we create a space where both partners feel liberated to express themselves fully without fear of judgment or pressure. This freedom can reignite passion, deepen emotional intimacy, and foster a deeper connection. Intimacy, in its truest form, is a shared experience, one that is built on trust, love, and the willingness to be vulnerable with one another. Sexuality is one of the most profound gifts we can share with our partner. It's not just a physical act, it's an intimate exchange that brings us closer together, strengthens our bond, and allows us to explore the depths of our love and connection. When we give our sexual experiences the attention, care, and respect they deserve, we open the door to a world of new ways to enjoy and grow alongside each other. It's about more than just pleasure. It's about creating lasting memories, deepening emotional intimacy, and learning how to be present with one another in the most vulnerable and fulfilling of ways. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment number 2 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me as we age. However, many of us may experience a shift in how we perceive ourselves in the realm of intimacy. Stress and anxiety often become silent but potent enemies of sexual health. For many older men, there's a quiet yet undeniable pressure to meet expectations, whether those expectations are self-imposed or influenced by societal ideals that no longer align with their current reality. This internal conflict can easily spiral into frustration, self-doubt, and discouragement, leaving them feeling disconnected from their own desires, as well as from their partners. But it's important to understand that intimacy should never be a source of stress or anxiety. Rather, it is meant to be an opportunity to enjoy each other's company, connect on a deeper level, and share moments of joy, tenderness, and vulnerability. Letting go of the pressure to perform can unlock new ways of relating where the focus shifts to the experience rather than the outcome. There are countless ways to alleviate stress and relieve the weight of anxiety that often shadows intimate moments. Practices like meditation, yoga, or even deep breathing exercises have been shown to be powerful tools for calming both the mind and body. These techniques do wonders in reducing emotional tension, allowing us to step away from the chaos of daily life and truly center ourselves in the present moment when practiced regularly. These tools not only improve overall well-being, but they also have a profound positive impact on sexual health. By relieving tension, we can help clear the path for desire and enhance our ability to connect with our partner in a more open and authentic way. One of the most effective ways to ease stress and deepen intimacy is through open, honest communication with your partner. Speaking about your fears, insecurities, or even shifting desires may feel uncomfortable at first, but it is the gateway to greater mutual understanding and support. Intimacy is not just about physical closeness, it's about emotional closeness. Emotional intimacy plays just as important a role as physical intimacy in fostering a healthy, fulfilling relationship. When both partners can share their feelings without judgment and listen to one another with empathy and compassion, it creates a safe space where both can feel seen, heard, and cherished. This shared understanding strengthens the relationship and cultivates trust, two of the most essential elements for a thriving, intimate connection. Another aspect that often goes unnoticed in the conversation about intimacy in older age is the impact of a sedentary lifestyle on sexual health. As we grow older, it's easy for physical activity to decrease. However, this decline in movement has a direct impact on sexual performance. Regular exercise is crucial not only for cardiovascular health, but also for maintaining healthy testosterone levels, which are key to sustaining male sexual desire and function. Incorporating simple activities like walking, swimming, or practicing yoga into your routine can make a noticeable difference in both physical health and sexual vitality. These activities help improve blood flow, which is essential for sexual function, while also boosting mood and reducing stress. Another type of exercise that can have a direct positive effect on sexual health is pelvic floor exercises, commonly known as Kegel exercises. These exercises help strengthen the pelvic muscles, which can lead to better erectile function and more control during intimate encounters. Regular practice of these exercises is a simple yet powerful way to improve sexual health, and the benefits can be felt quickly. It's also critical to remember that mental and emotional health are just as important as physical health when it comes to intimacy. Our self-esteem, self-perception, and our attitude toward aging all influence our sexual experiences. If we view aging with negativity, it can lead to a decline in sexual desire, satisfaction, and confidence. On the other hand, adopting a positive, open perspective on the stage of life, coupled with the support of our partner, and if needed, professional guidance can significantly transform our sexual experiences. In later years, modern life often places so much pressure on us to perform, achieve, and meet expectations, leaving little room for self-care or reflection. Yet it's never too late to make positive changes. Every small step toward improving your health and well-being can have a lasting impact. It's important to remember that sexuality doesn't disappear as we age, it simply transforms as we evolve. So does our intimacy, presenting new opportunities to explore, learn, and connect in deeper, more meaningful ways. Taking care of our sexual health is not only a gift to ourselves, but to our partners as well. When we embrace healthy habits, such as maintaining a balanced diet, staying physically active, managing stress, and prioritizing mental health, we are investing in our overall quality of life. More importantly, we are investing in the quality of our relationships, because intimacy is about so much more than physical performance. It's about the emotional connection, mutual enjoyment, and the ability to share tender, meaningful moments with our loved one. Asking for help or seeking professional guidance is another essential part of this journey. It's not a sign of weakness, but rather an act of strength and self-care. Consulting with a doctor or a specialized therapist can provide clarity, answer questions, and offer personalized solutions that can help relieve doubts and restore confidence. Sometimes simply knowing that there is support available can bring a sense of peace and reassurance. Finally, it's crucial to remember that patience, love, and empathy are the keys to navigating this journey. We all face challenges in our lives, especially as we age, but by approaching ourselves and our partners with kindness, understanding, and respect, we can overcome any obstacle. Sexuality in older age is not something to fear. It is an opportunity to continue growing, exploring, and connecting. It is as rich, complex, and full of possibilities as life itself. And through it all, we have the power to create an intimacy that nourishes us, strengthens our bonds, and allows us to experience the fullness of life and all its beauty. So what have you learned so far about embracing the changes in your sexuality and intimacy as you age? Have any of the insights resonated with you or made you rethink how you approach connection with your partner? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment below and share one thing you've learned today that you're excited to put into practice in your life. Let's continue this conversation and support each other as we navigate this journey of growth and discovery. If you enjoyed this video, please leave your comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Sabia V's, for more valuable content. Thank you so much for watching, and I can't wait to see you in the next video.